And here we go. So what we have is this is basically the free flight. This is where you can choose the aircraft, the location, the weather, and the current time in session. But what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and look at the Learning Center. This is where a lot of stuff happens here. Here we've got topics on getting started, all about missions, the living world, multiplayer, just take me flying, which goes back to where we were, the big picture, step-by-step guide, options, controllers, skills, views and windows, changing location, aircraft information, weather, flight planner, air traffic control, cockpit basics, controlling the engine, radios, the Garmin 1000, instant replay, flight videos, time, date, all about flights, tail draggers, float planes, twin engine aircraft, helicopters, jets, aerobatics, scenery, pilot records, navigation, autopilot, the kneeboard, aerodynamics and maneuvers, a training aid, expanding your hobby, the glossary of terms, and partners here. So this is quite area to explore. And if we go to the sitemap, we can see all the different areas here. Concepts, the world, okay, aircraft, post-flight tools, options, changing control settings. Quite a bit of tutorial here. Multiplayer, troubleshooting. We're going up here to important skills, force feedback controllers, in the cockpit, advanced flying skills, navigation, air traffic control, flights, missions, Flight Simulator Extreme, expanding, partners, and reference. Okay, and then we can actually go to an index of all the different terms here. And lessons. We've got student pilot, private pilot. We're going to go to missions now. And we can see here's all the different missions. And we've got the different levels, beginner, intermediate, advanced, expert. Okay, multiplayer, we're not going to cover that right now. Pilot records, okay, and you can actually have a logbook of your different flights. And if you want to, you can actually go to photos that you take. Okay, and these are all the different photos. And of course, back to the Learning Center, which has all the topics here, which we went over earlier, and the settings. This is where you can determine how your flight simulator looks. If you've got a fast computer, you can go all ultra high for the aircraft, scenery, weather, traffic. You've got other settings here for sound, for controls. Okay, you've got sensitivity and calibration, button keys, and control axis. Of course, the button keys, they do a pretty good job at assigning the buttons. Calibration. So we'll get out of that. And we got realism. And here, as far as our flight model, general, P-factor, torque, instruments, crashes, special effects, GFX, flight controls. Now we're going to, okay, general, settings general for when you start up, and the scenery library. Okay, well that is just a real quick overview of the Flight Simulator X program. And here it gives you different links here to go to different areas. And we head back to our free flight. Now let's just look at this. If we go in to here's where we go into aircraft, and we've seen how we can go in and look at the different aircraft. And current location. If we can go down here by country, by city, by state, choose runway and starting location. So here, for instance, I've got Reno, and it lists the 4 different airports. So here we have Reno Tahoe International right here. That's what we've selected. We can go to weather. Here we've got clear skies, building storms, fair weather, fogged in, gray and rainy, heavy storms, major thunderstorms. Quite a variety here of automated weather. And then we go to current time and location. Now what this is doing, this is actually giving the real time here, exactly time of day, the season, the month, and the actual date. Okay, well here's a overview of the Microsoft Flight Simulator X.